Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Lee Lard.
And I'm Delaney Giles. Let's take a look at the news. On Monday, faculty and students got an email from the president's office announcing programs that are being considered for discontinuation. Some of those programs include ceramics, international studies, religious studies, hospitality, leadership, and more. Other programs might also be discontinued in other ways. This means these programs would no longer offer majors or concentrations, but will remain as service units, offering classes as a part of the Bradley core curriculum or other courses as required by specific majors or concentrations. Those programs include economics, French, mathematics, philosophy, and physics. The letter goes on to state that these changes will only affect 3.5% of Bradley students. Any students enrolled in any of the discontinued programs will be able to finish their degree at Bradley. Students who will be affected have been referred to their college dean, who will answer any questions they might have. Department chairs for the discontinued programs have 30 days to appeal this announcement before the final decisions are made at the end of the fall semester.
Although everyone has seen the report regarding cuts sent by the president, the report submitted by the faculty members of the Senate Executive Committee, or FMSE, has gotten less attention. FMSE took on the challenge of working with departments to find other ways to meet the $10 million budget shortfall. The administration provided FMSE with data to use when evaluating programs, but it became clear that the data was flawed in many ways. FMSE then asked each department to provide a summary of the qualitative data needed with a 2-week deadline. Through these summaries, FMSE was able to find ways to save nearly $5 million. Although this does not meet the $10 million goal, FMSE feels that making any more cuts than recommended could have a devastating effect on the university. The report also mentioned concerns over the speed at which all of these changes are being made and what programs will be negatively impacted by the cuts. If you would like to show your support for the cut programs and faculty, there is a walkout on Tuesday, November 14th at 10 a.m. at the Founders Circle. The Psychology Club and Psi Chi International Honor Society hosted their first food and hygiene donation bingo night for the Bradley community. The organization's bingo night was to help raise donations to add to Bradley's growing food and hygiene pantry. To enter the bingo night, participants need to donate at least one non-perishable food item or hygiene product. Students who participated were able to compete in bingo to then be entered into a raffle for the chance to win either a Sherpa blanket or a Target gift card. All students are welcome to join in their community programs and other events. The organizations hope that increasing access to these products will help students with the potential mental tolls that come with not having access to these necessities. Psi Chi and Psi Club hope to see you at their next event, Psychology Jeopardy, on November 17th.
What we do get for that food and hygiene pantry can go to not just students but faculty as well. Anyone part of the university can feel free to grab anything that they need from the pantry.
It's just like a nice way to let people have access to things that they might not be able to since they are college students, and it can be hard to get off campus, especially if you don't have transportation, and it can be hard money-wise since we're all college students.
The Psi Club and Psi Chi will be hosting one of the 2 pantries on campus, with hopefully more to come. Up next will be the weather with Julia and entertainment with Adalia.
After the break, we'll be back with stories on the new Hunger Games movie and more.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up 1 finger if you're a man, women 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hope everybody enjoyed the warm weather today.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful out. I finally got to wear a tank top again.
Yeah, I was outside, and I feel like it'll be the last time for a while.
Definitely.
Definitely is going to be. Looking out our window, today was about as nice as we could ask for in October. The high was a whopping 74 degrees, but it was cloudy. In the evening, we're seeing a small chance of some showers, but if you ask me, that's a small price to pay for 70 degrees. Looking at the radar, skies will be clear eventually. The next 2 days, tomorrow, we will see some cloudy skies rolling in. No rain except for maybe tonight, but that's a small possibility. But we could expect clearer skies the rest of the week once these clouds kind of roll through. Looking at the temperature map, this warm front coming in caused these beautiful 70-degree temperatures here in central Illinois. You can see that harsh line there that spiked those temperatures. However, that cold front will be rolling through and ending that warm front that you can see right here, and those temperatures will be plummeting by 20 degrees by the end of the week. Finally, looking at the 5-day forecast, we are going to see a lot of the 50s this week, and maybe even in the 30s in those cooler mornings. But the good news is that the sun will be out for the rest of the week, so don't let that temperature drop bring your spirits down. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Dahlia Young.
Thank you so much, Julia. For those who love Peeta, Katniss, or any of the Hunger Games characters, this one's for you. On November 17th, the movie series will be returning to the big screen starring Rachel Zegler, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The prequel follows the uprising of Coriolanus Snow, a mentor to Lucy Bird in District 12 during the 10th annual Hunger Games. The movie is anticipated to be a hit, with a blockbuster cast featuring Viola Davis, Hunter Schafer, Tom Blythe, Peter Dinklage, and many others. Not only is there a great casting lineup, but fans are even more excited because Olivia Rodrigo is a new feature on the soundtrack. No reviews from film critics have been released, but we will wait to see the outcome of its success. And step aside, Chris Evans. Patrick Dempsey has stepped up to the plate as he is crowned as the new sexiest man alive. Dempsey, more famously known as Derek Shepherd or McDreamy on Grey's Anatomy, was surprised when he was nominated. He says, "I was completely shocked, and then I started laughing thinking this was a joke." Other names that were up for nomination were Timothée Chalamet, Pedro Pascal, Usher, Jamie Foxx, Lenny Kravitz, and Eagles center Jason Kelsey. Dempsey will be on the big screen this Christmas starring in Ferrari with Adam Driver and Penelope Cruz. And on CBS, Taylor Tomlinson, the stand-up comedian, will be taking over the time slot for the Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert. Not only does this make her the only woman on the Late Night Network, but also one of the youngest hosts in decades. The comedian based in Los Angeles has expertise in film and television with 2 comedy specials on Netflix. Tomlinson is making up for James Corden's retirement early this year. Other women that have been late night hosts have been Joan Rivers in 1986, Lily Singh in 2019, and now Taylor Tomlinson. It's unsure when Tomlinson will begin the late night host, but we will be ready to entertain viewers.
Is anybody else seeing the Hunger Games movie in theaters? Because I will be there opening week.
I want to go really bad, so if anybody wants to go.
You know, I might have to take you up on that offer.
I might have to rewatch the movies before that. I gotta get back into it.
I agree.
That's true. I do need to see Catching Fire again.
Yes.
Coming up, we have a live interview with Ty from the Student Center.
And after that, we'll have Campus Convos with Alec after the break.
Oh, Bazima, my hands smell like stew for weeks.
Oh, look, my new laptop is here.
What happened to your old one?
You know, on the way to work, I jump out of the car to grab a churro from that gal in the corner. I turn my back for like 2 minutes. Gone. Stolen. Or maybe I forgot to bring it. I'm not sure which.
Wait, did you get IT to wipe it remotely?
No, I know how this goes. The minute they wipe it, it turns up under my bed or something. I'm gonna wait a few days, see if it turns up. And I might have disabled the security software in the computer anyway. It slows it down.
You've got to be kidding me.
I do not remember ordering a mesh tank top. Too much whiskey and Dave shop's a little frisky, right? Ooh. Huh? Huh?
Did you order it?
Come on, you know this looks great. Let's see about this big one.
Dave,
it's like Christmas.
I'm pretty sure someone is making purchases using your online accounts that are still logged in on your browsers.
Well, lucky for me, they can't change the address. Some of the stuff is pretty great.
You need to call IT and change your logins ASAP.
I'm getting a new wardrobe, and I like it. I'm gonna ride this out and see where it goes. Maybe there's a motorbike in receiving. I'm gonna check it out.
He just really goes through life like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he knows he has to pay for all that stuff?
Not a chance.
S-U-P-E R star. S-U-P-E R star. Superstar, 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 superstar. S-U-P-E R star. Superstar, 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 superstar.
Feeling stressed about class registration? Well, you're not alone. Campus Convos is here to ask other Braves about registering for classes next year.
Hello everyone, I'm Alec Brandt. As students are currently registering for classes, I thought I'd be asking them questions about them. Are you currently waitlisted for any classes, and are you upset about it?
I am not waitlisted for any classes, so I'm doing pretty good.
Most of the classes that I'm waitlisted for are for ones specific to my major.
I am actually currently waitlisted for one class, and it does make me a little bit upset, but it's fine. I got over it.
I'm also waitlisted for one class, but I mean, it's only like a few spots open, but hopefully I can get that class.
I don't think so. I talked to my advisor last week, so I don't think I got a wait list for the classes, but I do got to fill a little thing out.
What classes are you looking forward to take?
Oceanography.
Ooh, next semester I'm looking forward to abnormal psychology because that's really in line with my interests, so I'm excited to learn some new stuff in that.
I'm looking forward to taking, I think it's Music 100 next semester.
My game design major classes, it's a lot of work, but it's really fun stuff, and it's like, you know, what I'm going to do for my career and whatnot.
Have you ever dropped a course? If so, why?
Yeah, because it was pretty difficult at the start.
I dropped math because I'm terrible at that too.
I ain't drop a course. I was gonna drop chemistry, but I said I'm gonna end up staying because it don't make no sense to drop a course when you really gotta take it again next semester, so I kept it. I ain't dropped no course.
Oh, I did drop a course because it ended up not being like relevant to any minors or majors that I had. I was just kind of feeling out what I might be interested in, so yeah.
What's one piece of advice you would give to someone about taking classes?
Just believe in yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah, just pull through it, do all your stuff, make sure you get your stuff done.
Get good with your teacher, cause in the long run, if you failing, your teacher might pass you. Oh, bro, you might get a pass.
Make sure you get all the like general ed stuff done as soon as possible, because when you have to take a 101 class as a senior, it's a little embarrassing.
If you ask a Bradley professor what comes to their mind when they think about pi, they think 3.141592. When it comes to my mind when I think about pi is cream pie. This has been Alec Brandt from BUTV News, reporting from the Quad.
Do you want to help out the Peoria community through community service? If so, you should get involved with Bradley's volunteer organization, SERVE. BUTV's Ty Gray is live from the Student Center's Executive Suite at Serve's Cards for Kids event to tell us more about Serve and the event.
Serve is an organization that provides volunteer opportunities for Bradley students and provides service to meet the community's needs. I'm here with Special Event Coordinator Miracle McClendon. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So now, what is the purpose of the Cards for Kids event?
Well, for me personally, I think that it's a great opportunity to get students involved with local organizations such as Almost Home Kids. They have children there that sometimes are struggling or going through a lot, as well as their parents. So the purpose of Cards for Kids is to provide inspiring messages in the forms of cards to kind of help the children, cheer them up, and get them through a good time.
Oh, it's really nice. What are your guys' goals for today's event?
Well, there are 12 children currently at Almost Home Kids, and I plan to at least have cards for all of them individually, and then also getting the children as well as the students involved with Almost Home Kids and just getting them to learn a little bit more about the organization as a whole.
Oh, nice. Can people still get involved today?
Yes. So as far as Cards for Kids, this is just one of the events that Serve has. We have a lot of special events as well as SOS, which is our Service on Saturday, which is a monthly thing. Our last one is November 18th. It will be next week, Saturday, and we will be having tabling for it as well. And even if you don't want to do Service on Saturday right away, you can still follow Bradley Serve on Instagram and just watch all of the wonderful things that we do.
Awesome. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you, Miracle, for being on the show. From BUTV News, I'm Ty Gray.
Thank you, Ty. When we come back, we'll have Dylan to tell us what is new with Bradley Sports.
We'll see how Bradley's basketball and volleyball teams did during their most recent games.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope. I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope. I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go, near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
You know, it's hard to really grasp my my mind around it, but Bradley basketball's finally back.
So back.
I've heard we are so back.
Are you ready? You guys both ready?
I'm stoked.
Great, because there's going to be a home opener this Saturday against Utah State. Students getting free with the IDs, so make sure to pop out. We'll see all you guys there. But welcome back, everybody, to BUTV Sports, and let's take a look at this week's top stories in Bradley sports. It's not March, but get ready for college basketball season as it kicked off last Monday with the Braves going on a very tough away opener against the NIT runner-up at the UAB Dragons. The line favored UAB to win 4.5, but the Braves were able to recuperate in the offseason with a few new additions combined with the familiar faces of Bradley basketball. The first half of the game was all Bradley, with Duke Dean and Connor Hickman knocking down early threes to give the Braves a comfortable cushion going into halftime. And when I mean comfortable, I mean covering the spread by over 20. Bradley was up 40-24 at halftime, but people forget that the UAB program produced multiple NBA caliber players and were simply outcoached for the last 14 minutes coming into the break. UAB went on a 35-8 run, which is in most college basketball scenarios would mean the dagger, as ESPN gave them a 95% chance to beat the Braves, which is a stark contrast from Bradley's 90% chance to win at the half. Coach Brian Wardle deserves all the credit for putting together the game plan that trumped the odds as the Braves flipped them on UAB and went on a run of their own, outscoring the Dragons 5-12 to force an unlikely overtime game. The extra minutes were uneventful to say the least until the last possession of the game, where Connor Hickman hit a pump fake pass to Darius Hannah in the lane, where he hit a floater from the paint with 2 seconds left to give the Braves the lead that they needed to start the promising season. A few box stats on Bradley's side: we shot 33% beyond the arc, hitting 10 of 30, 43% field goals, meaning that our shot selection was on point, but we still have room for improvement. The turnovers were a killer on both sides of the ball, with 17 total, given the benefit of the doubt as the ACC plays incredibly tough, which could have led to the larger number. The Braves will take on the Utah State Aggies, as I said, in Carver Arena this Saturday, and only one team can leave undefeated. So make sure to show up at 7 p.m. and always remember, students getting free with an ID. It was a big week for Bradley volleyball as they had back-to-back title nights, with alumni night and senior night happening here on campus. For the first game last Friday, the Braves took on the Valparaiso Golden Beacons in a gritty matchup. Kaboom had been doing the rounds around Bradley's campus, and where better to go than a Friday night lights game? Valparaiso has always had an above-average volleyball team, which would make sure to test the Braves this past weekend. If you've been following the team for any time, you know that Bradley is always dominated in a few categories, that being blocks and digs. This matchup on paper favors Valparaiso in almost all categories, but the Braves didn't let that discourage them at all. The Braves ended up going up big, in the first half with 2 games, winning with a point differential of 4, which is pretty respectable. This was the shining moment for the Braves as Valparaiso came out swinging in the final games of the set, giving them the win by 3 games to 2. Bradley was able to keep true to their roots, putting up more blocks than the opponent. Bradley always has a couple of away games against the SIU Salukis and the Missouri State Bears, and those games will be Friday and Saturday, respectively. Good luck to them on the road. I cannot wait for the Carver atmosphere again. How about you guys?
I'm so excited. I'm going to be there, and I'm so ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for them to have another packed stadium.
It's going to be so much fun.
Next, we will take a look at what events will be happening on campus this week.
We will then end the show with a performance from a musical guest.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
Doesn't matter how you say it. You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You all right, girl?
Oh, you cool?
You bug and dog. Just show you're there for them.
Go on, Kelly. Susie Awkward.
Hey, you You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Let's take a look at what is happening this week and what we have to look forward to. If you have questions about the academic program changes coming, attend the Student Forum at the Garrett Center on Monday, November 13th. Teresa Drake, the University Senate President, will be there to help answer questions. And don't forget, you have a chance to show your support with the walkout on Tuesday at 10 a.m. on Founders Circle. Come watch part 1 of Gangs of Wasseypur, an international film screening inspired by the true stories of gangs. Enjoy a crime-filled film that follows an ongoing battle between two mafia-like families. This Bollywood film has been nominated for the CICAE Award at Cannes Film Festival. Don't miss out and come watch on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. in the Marty Theater. If you've attended any of the past Coffees with a Cop, consider going on Wednesday, November 15th. Swing by the Student Center from 9:30 to 11:30 and enjoy coffee and donuts with a BUPD officer. If you have any questions or just want to have a nice conversation with an officer, come on by.
You know, coffee doesn't sound too bad right now.
Honestly,
I can't lie.
I might be having to hit up the Starbucks after this.
I could eat multiple donuts right now, just for dinner.
It's that season with the apple cider donuts and everything.
Definitely, apple cider so dark donuts. outside. I just feel so sleepy so early.
I know. I get so tired at like 6 p.m. and it's like, oh,
bedtime.
Bedtime. Gotta do
I'm so
something.
used to waking up for the early classes and I go outside and it's always way, way colder than it is earlier in the day. But now I was walking outside and I was like, what happened?
At least
I
today
thought it
was
was supposed
nice,
to be November. It was great.
Today
I
was
was fine with it.
beautiful.
I'm not excited to go back to 30-degree weather.
Nope.
At least we have a little bit of 50s still left
Yeah, a
next
little
week.
bit.
Yeah, but
True. I am excited for it to feel like fall, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. It was a very summery fall, and I'm excited for
It's
being
gonna
able
be
to
a
buckle up.
cold winter though, from what I've heard. The El Nino winter, I'm thinking it's gonna hit the Midwest pretty hard.
it'll
but
be nice for like sledding though. Like
Yeah.
at least we'll have a lot of
True.
snow to go skiing and stuff.
True. It's good for some outdoor sports
I do
for
too.
sure. Well, that's all we've got for you tonight on BUTV News. For all of us here, I'm Lee Lard.
And I'm Delaney Giles. We leave you tonight with a performance from Dynamics. Have a great night.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. When the light that we look upon should crumble and fall, or the mountains should tumble in the sea. No, I won't cry, I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, 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 Stand by me.